Yo, what are you singing?
Oh, something about a sinner and Trick Don't Mess My Vibe or something.
Something about Kendrick Lamar?
I think that's his name. I am a sinner. I'm probably gonna sin again. Are we recording? I can't stand you. I'm Dr. Roz. I hate you. You see how you set me up, y'all? What?
Dear Dr. Roz and Kil, I'm 26 years old and I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend since our sophomore year of undergrad at Howard. We both love each other, and to be honest, I don't really have any complaints about our relationship. The past 7 years have been great. Our families like each other. We both attend church and we both have a lot of the same values. The problem is he wants to get married right now and I don't. This doesn't have anything to do with him or how I was raised, because my parents have been together for 18 years and I've seen enough positive and married couples growing up. For some reason, I'm just not pressed to run and get married like the rest of my friends. I'm a little concerned that things will change if we get married and somehow all the magic and love will vanish. And I know that sounds silly, but I guess I'm a little scared. And to be honest, my number one priority right now is finishing my PhD program. My parents have sacrificed a lot for my education, and I don't want to let them down and not get married. I think what she's saying is her number one priority is a PhD program, not getting married. So I don't think I could be a great wife if my number one priority isn't my family. What do you guys think? Can I be a great wife even though I don't want to get married right now, and that won't be my number one priority?
I can relate to that.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired, Roz.
I can't.
I'm tired of you relating to everybody.
I can relate to her. I didn't want to get, in fact.
Can a crackhead please write us so I can find out if you've done crack before? You relate to anybody.
I've never done crack. Crack is whack. You used to say that. No, but seriously though, I can't relate to her. Because my husband wanted to get married before, yet I wanted to finish my doctorate program. I did.
Another Roz and Frank story.
I know. It's crazy, right? Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just being honest. It's my experience. I'm just being honest. But he wanted to get married before, but I wasn't ready. And I felt the very same way, because I felt like I'm so into, like, I got to finish this doctorate and nothing can get in the way of that. Because it's a haze.
I need some uneducated black folk to start writing. So maybe you'll stop relating to them.
I could probably relate to them too. Dude, I can move through circles.
What did you just do? I don't even want to know what you
did. I
don't even want to know what you did.
This is what I did. Can y'all see?
Well, tell her what to do.
Since this but I'm just saying, like, if that is her belief, then she absolutely needs to stick with that, because she will. It will be like self-prophecy. Yeah, she'll be stressed out. It's hard being a new wife. You should know. It's hard being a new wife. I mean, but it's hard to be a husband.
Right.
When you first start out, and I don't know if you guys know, but a doctoral program is nothing but straight hazing the whole time you're in it. Like, you have no life. You are the most humble. You just get humble doing a program, because you feel like an idiot, and you're always trying to prove yourself. That's just the nature of a doctoral program. So if she is dealing with that, I mean, that's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. I don't know where she is in her doctoral program. Did she say?
No.
I don't know where she is, but you have to think about.
Where could she be?
There are several steps that you have to take. See, and most people don't understand this. In a doctoral program, you can't get a B. You get a B, you get kicked out the program.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So if you got a doctorate, you had to get all A's?
Like if you get like a B-, you get put on academic probation.
So you got all A's through your program?
Dude, I'm smart. What? You didn't know?
Man, I ain't know you had to get all A's.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like if you get like a B-, you get put on academic probation.
Man.
If you're receiving funding, they take your money away. And then if you get another B, you get kicked out.
Wow.
Plain and simple.
Okay.
So your credits won't transfer, to a lot of places. You have to start all over. I remember the first year of my program, we had to take a 7-hour exam at the end of the program. And regardless if you had a 4.0 or not.
I can't even stay up for 7 hours.
Well, I know, but we had to do it. And if you failed that 7-hour exam, regardless if you have a 4.0 or not, you get kicked out of the program. You don't matriculate on. So it is a haze. So wherever she is in the process, whether she's doing coursework or if she's doing her comps, or if she's actually at the dissertation phase, it's a struggle.
Okay.
It's a struggle. So I completely understand where she's coming from.
So to answer the question, can she be a good wife if her family isn't her number one priority right now?
If she does not believe that she will be a good wife.
No, but she's asking what do we think. So what do you think, since you've done a PhD program, do you think if the family isn't the number one priority, and
something will be lacking.
Okay.
Something will be lacking. And what I was going to say, if it is your belief that you will not be a good wife, then chances are you won't be. Because you'll be too stressed and pulled and anxious, and it will be a horrible experience for you. Just like when I would see people like get pregnant during the program, I'm like, oh my God, like.
It's funny, I was about to say, it's almost like my homegirls' parents schooled me, and they said that marriage is kind of like similar to a child. So it's like when it's first born, it needs all your attention.
Yes,
you know, and then as you get older, you know, as the kid gets older and can do more for, you know, his or herself, it's the same with a marriage. So kind of the same thing with the marriage, that, you know, it can kind of stand on its own 2 feet. But I didn't know. I mean, I knew getting a doctorate was no walk in the park, but I didn't know what you were just talking about: 7-hour exams and having to get a B-, you get kicked out. So just to say that, knowing that it's that stressful and it's that, you know,
it's a haze.
Yeah, that is that situation, that being at a point in the first year of your marriage, that may be too much.
It is. It's too much.
And you know, it may be having to wait until
you're done. I struggled even having a relationship while I was in graduate school. I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay. It was a struggle. I just happened to have. Frank was just very supportive, so he helped me out in the process.
Okay.
You know, so if he saw me struggling,
this dude really wanted to marry you, huh?
Yeah. Dude, what? I'm very angelic.
God bless Frank. I don't even know how he does it with you.
No, but I mean, you know, when you meet, we met very young though, so. But
I really don't want another Frank story.
No, I'm not gonna give you one. Okay. I wasn't gonna give you one. That's why I was just like, we met very young, and it just kind of developed. But and actually, same as her. But I would tell you, if the PhD is if that is your goal, and you feel like you cannot be a proper wife, then you gotta knock some stepping stones out the way. So once I completed my dissertation, I got married in September and I graduated in October. But I was done with everything in my doctorate program.
And was doing your doctorate?
I didn't necessarily plan it. I had 3 wedding coordinators that took care of it, because I was living in Pennsylvania, he was living in Maryland, and the wedding was in Georgia.
Right.
So I couldn't even think about it.
Okay.
So the moment I finished my dissertation and my residency, I was like, okay, and that kind of wrapped up in August, and we got married in September, then I graduated in October. Okay. So I was able to not have to focus on, graduate school is a burden. It's a burden. I mean, a doctoral program, it's a burden. And depending on how long my program was 5 years. So it was a burden for 5 years.
Right.
To the point, and I don't think people really understand, but it's so intense that the very first year, I had to sign a contract saying that I would study for 40 hours a week and not have a job.
You had to sign a contract?
I had to sign a contract. Yeah, in law school, you cannot work the first year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's intense. You know, because there's a lot because you're specializing at that point. So you either got to be all in or all out. And unfortunately, and this is going to sound crazy, I know, coming from, you know, relationship experts.
No, it's not going to sound crazy coming from you.
Shut up.
Because you're crazy. So it's just right in line with what you're talking about.
What is important right now, if she is in this doctoral program, is finishing the doctoral program. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because she's probably got student loans out the wazoo that will not stop. even if she does not finish that program, she's still going to have to pay for it. On top of that, and not saying that the relationship is not great, and not saying that, you know, her boyfriend isn't a great guy, but there's always going to be some resentment of not finishing because you got married.
Yeah.
And so you're going to go into your marriage with resentment.
All right. So your advice from somebody who has done a PhD program.
Finish it up, then get married.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I told y'all related. I hope I mean, you know.
No. I think that's good advice. I
Yeah.
think it's good advice. Salute to her for even, you know, thinking about, you know, that I don't want to become a wife unless I can.
Well, because she already know what stress she's in. She's stressed out right now.
Right, but I'm just saying that you have a lot of people who would still say, "Oh, he wants to marry me. I want to get married. Let's get married." So I'm just saying salute to her because she's saying I don't want to do this until I can make my marriage my number one priority. You know, so
absolutely,
that's huge.
And honestly, most of my friends in the program didn't get married until we finished, or if they were married before, they had a very supportive spouse.
So prayerfully we answered your question. Prayerfully your man understands, you know, that your decision is not him or anything like that. You could
tell him to reach out to me and I'll let him talk to my husband. No, I'm just saying. So he can get the guy's perspective on dealing with someone. Okay. All right. I was just trying to be helpful.
You just want to be down with him.
I just was trying to be helpful.
You just want to be down with everybody. You relate to everybody.
I do.
Keep it locked, y'all. Marriage Exposed. Questions or comments, marriageexposed@gmail.com. I'm your man, Kil.
And I am the relatable Dr. Roz.
This doesn't make no sense after a while.